Hi everyone, my name's Glenn and welcome back to All Bricks Reviews, where you always find the biggest range of reviews of LEGO and other LEGO style sets. And today's set is a legendary 42009, which is a Mark II mobile crane. And as a comparison, you can go back and look at my previous review of the 8421 mobile crane, the first edition. As you can see, this mobile crane has taken the concept to a whole new scale. There are some pretty big differences with the two sets. The 8421, that was from the pneumatic and 9-volt electric motor era. This one is all electric, no pneumatics, and is from the power functions era. Both cranes feature the rear steering, no hand of God up here. That would be a bit impractical, but the rear steering, it works very much the same. And so you get the variable steering on these four axles, and the one in the center here stays exactly where it is, doesn't steer. So you get pretty much precise turning circles out of the axles. Both of the mobile cranes feature outriggers at the rear and towards the front as well. If you've never had an introduction to power functions, so there's a control box, and typically, not always, but typically some of these models just feature one motor. So you only have one function at a time, and you distribute your power using gearboxes such as from here and one on the other side. So what that means is you can only do one operation at a time, and then you switch the gear to a different operation. Whereas with the new Control Plus system, you can have one hub and multiple motors, and you don't have to do one operation in serial. You can do them in parallel. The first operation you would need to do is bring out the booms, the outriggers, and it's a little stiff, but here we go. And batteries are, seems the batteries aren't that great, but you also have the friction of these 16 length axles. So the gears that you have in here have to actually slide on the axle. Then to drop the stabilizers, you flick this lever here. When you put together such a big set like this, you need to make sure that you construct it without any friction in the system. Make sure all the axles run smoothly, because you notice here it's very, it takes a lot of effort to get it to work properly, and it takes a while for it to actually drop all the way to the floor. Okay, so sliding this to the upwards position, and then that will activate these linear actuators here, and then up it goes. Again, it struggles under the enormous weight of the boom there. So once you get it roughly where you want it, maybe a good idea to let out some line before you actually extend the boom in there, because the amount of line there is not very much. If this comes out, then you'll use up this little bit that you've got here. Then finally, with this in the lower position, you can extend out the boom there. And again, it's a little bit slow. Let's see how far this will extend out, because you're overcoming the friction of all the axles. And here, what you notice is these lines here are connected through there, so as it comes out, it forces the inside part to extend as well. The worm screw here will extend the upper and lower parts here, and this will extend as it goes. This has been sitting for months and months, so it's collected some dust. Maybe some dust has got in the system and really made it hard to operate it without a bit of help. And just by extending all that out, that's all the length we've got left in it there. If we hadn't slackened it off, it would be like jammed up already. And it's quite easy to perform this function. There's far less friction in the system. Do it by itself a lot easier. So we'll see if it's able to lift this piece of scrap. Oh, we've got some movement. Yep, it's getting there. And yeah, I think my batteries need a little bit more life in them to be able to get much more performance out of it. But yep, slowly it's lifting the wreck off the ground. And there it is, completely off the ground now. And it's just about up to the top of its range. And if you're wondering what this thing's going to be, this will be a review of the 8682 Nitro Intimidator. So yeah, this set is so enormous, I can't even get it all in the frame without showing all the other stuff around the place. So anyway, that's it for the review of the 42009, the Mark II crane. Let us know what you think by leaving a comment. Subscribe to the channel and hit the like button, and you'll see a lot more videos like this. Till next time, see you later. Bye.